I want to talk to you about dropshipping with limited funds. So when it comes to dropshipping, or let's say e-commerce in general, depending on the niche that you choose, the whole process can require some funding. And in today's conversation, I want to really explain to you how you can dropship with limited funds. First thing you need to do here is that when you have limited funds, you got to be very careful about the products that you go after. And so you want to go for low cost products that do not require, let's say, an MOQ, for instance, so the supplier is not asking you a minimum order requirement. So that way you don't have to buy a certain quantity level to actually take advantage of the low price. Okay. So when you actually start your dropshipping business model, you can actually try choosing products with let's say a lower cost, because that way you are reducing the initial investment cost. I mean, again, it depends on the niche that you're in, but it's important actually in the early stages of your venture to actually save. Okay, so you are able to reduce the initial investment cost. So instead of spending 6 digits, for instance, you can spend 1, 2, or 3 digits. Okay, you are able to also reduce the risk. See, the whole thing is anytime you start an e-commerce activity, or let's just say a business activity in general, there is always the element of operational history, and you want to reduce risk by actually making sure you are going after low cost products. And also, basically, when you go after low cost products, you are directly actually increasing your profit margin, because if your profit is a direct consequence of the price that you actually bought the product at. Okay. So those are the three main reasons why you want to choose low cost products. Again, if you want to drop ship with limited funds, choosing a low cost product can really help you big time. So you want to reduce the initial investment cost, you want to reduce risk, and you want to obtain a larger profit margin. So this is kind of cool from a flexibility point of view. If you want to start your dropshipping business with limited funds, you also want to think about quickly achieving positive cash flow. See, the thing is, when you start an online store or an online business, there is a time when you just have to spend and spend and spend and spend, right? So if you want to quickly achieve positive cash flow, in other words, you are having a liquidity situation where you have more funds coming in than going out. Basically, by choosing low-cost products, you can achieve that faster. And also, you can accumulate experience for future development. So if for any reason you want to dropship high-quality, high-cost products, then the experience you have accumulated dropshipping low-cost products can help you actually scale fast, because you would have known about the hiccups, the operational hiccups to avoid. You would have known about the price fluctuations to avoid. You would have known about the quality issues that you may have, or you would have known also about the shipping delays, or the shipping lengths of time, among other things. Okay, so one thing I want to say here is that the bottom line is, choosing lower cost products is actually a relatively safe and viable strategy in the early stages of a startup, a dropshipping startup, or let's just say an e-commerce startup in general, right? So that you want to reduce the risk. And so you are reducing risk, you are increasing profit margins and cash flow. You are also laying the foundation for future development, especially if you know that you're going to be doing these things for many years now. You want the foundation to be strong from the beginning, right? So basically, if you want to scale, the reason why the foundation is critical is that if you want to scale, you want to actually scale from a pretty sturdy, a pretty stable foundation. That way, you can scale from let's say from dropshipping 10 products to dropshipping 1,000 products, or dropshipping 10,000 products. The quantity is not really important, because it's all about the system. The system you have in place to actually automate certain things, to actually streamline certain things, or even actually lower the risk that you can have in dropshipping certain products. So when we talk about low cost products that you can drop ship, let me give you some of them here. I mean, the thing is, you got to be really careful as to because low cost doesn't have to mean low quality. You can actually find very high quality products at affordable prices. It's all about your selection process. It's all about how you go about doing things. Okay, so for instance, you can try low cost electronics and digital products, everything from alarm to digital clock. You have to really understand what's really trending. I mean, the product that you are actually drop shipping has to be trending, whether it is affordable or high cost, right? It has to be trending, so you can have low cost electronics and digital products. By the way, for electronics, make sure that you actually check the low cost category, because electronics can be expensive. You can actually drop ship, let's say, electronics that cost thousands of dollars. Depends on the niche you're in. The next category to consider is clothing and apparel. Now, the thing is about apparel is that, again, it is a trending product. It is actually based on, the times. So you have to understand that in general with fashion, you got to be in the moment. So you got to choose those products that can really secure you quick funding. Quick profits, and also large profits. You can also think about household goods and home furnishings. So home furnishings can be really lucrative, especially if you're going after a specific niche. Okay, and that's kind of cool. So household goods and home furnishings. You also have kitchen supplies, storage products, home decor. So again, here we are speaking about people's homes, home furnishing, home decor. All the kind of stuff is really profitable when it comes to drop shipping low cost products. Okay, and you also have office and school supplies. So office and school supplies can be also lucrative to drop ship this year. So the thing is, if you want to start your dropshipping business with limited funds, you need to understand that you got to look for demand. It like your ability to succeed when dropshipping those low cost products has to be tied to the fact that supply and demand. Okay, you need to strike a right balance between supply and demand, and you also need to understand that you want to look for products that have let's say a lower manufacturing cost, because the manufacturing cost actually has a direct impact on the final price that you pay as a drop shipper, right? And you also want to look for products that have more mature and stable supply chains, because see, the thing is, if you're drop shipping a product, you want quality, not just that, but you want speed, right? You want a speedy shipping. I mean, nowadays customers are used thanks to Amazon. They're used to a 2-day shipping. So, I mean, if your products are coming from China and you are in the States and your customers are in the States, you're not going to get two-day shipping, but you can actually at least try to target that kind of shipping framework, shipping time framework. Okay, so you also want to understand that you can actually get those products from multiple platforms, from AliExpress to Banggood to CJ Dropshipping to Zendrop to Amazon to eBay to Etsy. So you can choose actually you can choose drop shipping platforms, or you can choose actually e-commerce marketplaces. So the cool thing is that if you want to drop ship with limited funds, you have the possibility to. I mean, you might be doing more research in terms of platform research, but once you find the right platform, chances are you're going to get pretty good prices. Okay. One thing for sure, if you want to start your dropshipping business with limited funds, you want to actually eye those suppliers that are based in China. The thing is, if you want to begin your dropshipping business with limited funds, you need to actually understand that reaching out to one or two suppliers is not going to be very effective for you. You need to compare prices across different suppliers. Now, can you find a way to automate this process? Not really. So, unfortunately, this is a one step by like it's a step by step process. Like you compare one, or you can actually have an Excel spreadsheet and where you put the pricing for specific products, and you do this across many platforms. Like the platforms I just told you a little earlier about, like CJ Dropshipping, AliExpress, Alibaba, Banggood. You have DH Gates. You have a Zendrop, among others. You have Deezers. You have AutoDS, whatever. So you have lots of ways. But the thing is that you don't have a platform that allows you to compare things automatically. Now you can say, if I go to a dropshipping supplier platform, I'm getting the best products already because they have done the comparison for me. That is true to a certain point. So if you go to Zendrop, if you go to CJ Dropshipping, if you go to all those other all Spockets, if you go to those AutoDS, Deezers, if you go to those platforms, they do some kind of selection for you, but you still could be paying lots of money on the final product, on the final retail price. Okay, but one thing for sure, the concept of shopping around means that after selecting a product, you still need to compare and inquire with multiple suppliers to find the most favorable and most suitable choice for your needs. Okay, so the cool thing is that you can actually start like the process with a supplier such as Deezers. I mean, Deezers is not a supplier per se; it is a drop shipping app. Okay, a drop shipping app that allows you to actually automate your drop shipping business and start your drop shipping business actually with limited funds, real fast, and with no big concerns. So if you want to begin your dropshipping business with limited funds, you need to understand that it's all about agility. And what I mean by agility is that you got to be aware of what's happening around you in terms of pricing. And what I mean by that is that you need to stay alert to platform promotions and sales events, because those platforms from time to time, like platforms such as CJ Dropshipping or Banggood or DHNet or AliExpress, among others. I mean, you have some promotions, like occasional promotions, especially around the holiday season. Like there are certain times in the year where they do those sales events. Okay, so what I want you to do is you want to subscribe, and that's important. Don't be scared about actually giving them your email address. If you want to preserve your email address, your main email address, maybe you can create another Gmail or another Hotmail, whatever, that you can use exclusively for your e-commerce ventures. But it is good to subscribe to a platform's newsletters and following their social media accounts. That way, you can stay up to date on their promotional activities and special offers, because this is the time when you actually save money. When you have those special offers, what you can do is you can actually time your drop shipping business with those offers. So basically, you are able to receive, for instance, relevant discounts and coupon codes in a timely manner, so you can save on your purchasing costs, right? So when I say you want to stay alert to platform promotions and sales events, again, you don't want to do it for all of them. You can just pick the ones that are really suitable for your niche. But one thing I recommend is you want to primarily choose CJ Dropshipping and AliExpress, and maybe to some extent Banggood also. That way, you are actually you like those three. Those top three will give you the possibility to actually have pretty good prices for your drop shipping products. So this is kind of cool, especially when it comes to flexibility, affordability, and most importantly, you want to have operational efficiency. So one thing I want to say here is that when it comes to staying alert to supplier promotion and sales events, you can actually get the information through emails, but you can also try to really monitor their social media, because see, the thing is, sometimes the emails do work, sometimes they don't work. So if you want to increase your chances of getting actually spotting the best prices real fast before your competition, because sometimes you do have those products with limited supplies. Okay, like they'll tell you while supplies last. So if you're not able to get the products real fast and your competitors got them, if they get them, you're just out of luck, right? So you got to be agile, you got to be fast, you got to be really proactive. So one thing I want to say also is that you need to understand that you have to not only follow their social, but you also have to interact with them on social media. Don't just be a follower. Like sometimes you can comment on their social media pages, like those platforms that you have identified. By the way, when I say platform, you can also follow, if you have some suppliers that you have seen in the past being really good, being a provider of high quality products, and they have a social media presence, you can follow them too. So besides following, let's say AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, you can follow also Zendrop, you can follow Deezers, you can follow AutoDS, you can follow you can follow Mega Goods, you can follow a lot of those platforms. Okay, the cool thing is that if you want to start your dropshipping business with limited funds, you need to actually go for those low cost products. Don't go for any kind of products, go for low cost products. You want to compare prices across different suppliers, and you need to stay alert to platform promotions and sales events. So if you actually implement those three strategies, you are good to go. You can start your dropshipping business with limited funds, and you can actually scale. You can scale within 6 months, within 12 months, within a year and a half or 2 years. It's all about having the right strategy from the get-go. And as long as the strategy actually has been set up properly from the get-go, you can actually expand, let alone very reliably. So in conclusion to this conversation, I explained to you how to start your dropshipping business with limited funds. And I spoke to you about choosing low-cost products, and also staying alert to supplier promotions and sales events. But also, don't forget to compare prices across different suppliers. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.